In this video, I want to go into detail on why you're probably procrastinating, pissed off, feeling unmotivated, don't want to work, don't want to do what you're doing, maybe hate your job, maybe hate your uni degree, whatever it is, maybe you just hate doing it. And this was something I can relate to because this is where I was a couple of years ago. I was studying engineering and I'd been doing that for a couple of years, and prior to that I was in school and I was doing maths and physics and English and all those subjects. I was doing year 12, so my last year of schooling, and I had my head down. I was pretty focused, but I didn't know any better. I talked to my parents about this. I was like, Mum, Dad, are you meant to enjoy your career? Is it meant to be fun or is it meant to be hard? Is being passionate about your career, the fantasy people say about it's not work if you love what you're doing. People say that. I was like, Mom, Dad, is that true? Can you actually love what you're doing? And looking back now, I don't feel like they gave me a great answer. And what I mean that is like, I think I found a better answer to them now, and that's what I want to share with you right now, because I feel like I was kind of misguided and maybe misled a bit in terms of my career, because I didn't like engineering. I didn't like doing what I was doing. But I didn't know any better. I thought that was like, oh, that's what people do. They just do what they don't enjoy doing, and that's life. People, like the other guys in the engineering degree, they're like, oh yeah, I've got an assignment due. Oh, you haven't done it either. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so funny. And everyone was like going, oh yeah, it sucks. So I thought that's how it was. I didn't know any better. And again, seeing from now, I look back and you surround yourself with the sort of people on your same level. So I wasn't enjoying what I was doing, but I was seeing all the friends I was surrounded with and the people I hung around with were at that same level. They didn't really enjoy it either. And now, like, I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. Like, I'm starting a business. I'm a dating coach, and I'm making videos for YouTube. It's a creative expression, and maybe you can see a bit of passion in my eyes. I'm enjoying this. I'm lit up by it. And since doing this and changing careers, yes, there was a bit of a journey from going from engineer to doing what I am now, but I enjoy it much more. And I've actually started networking with people that are more passionate, more focused, and more in the moment and more awake. You can see it in their eyes, they're more lit up. And so in terms of procrastination, motivation, and things like that, I wanted to give a different take on that, on maybe why you're experiencing those things. A lot of people just say, get your head down, just keep working, go harder. But that probably wasn't, maybe it's good advice, but from me a couple of years ago, that was the sort of advice that confused me. And another thing is, I had a friend, my best friend from even primary school. We were best friends since like primary school, prep. We met each other in prep. So when I was 4 years old, and all the way, and we went from, I was with him in primary school, and then high school, and then in university, and we both started engineering. So that's like 15, 16 years. And then we started doing engineering, and then from the second year of engineering I split off. I'm like, screw this, I'm out. And I actually started doing psychology because I got into personal development, but I then ended up stopping that. I got kicked out actually, but I didn't get kicked out because I was bad or anything. Oh, my hair looks bad. It was just because I didn't submit a form in time, but then that opened up a new door to potentially starting a business, which I'm doing now. But anyway, I noticed with him, and the advice I give him, because he struggles with procrastination, he doesn't really enjoy engineering, and I can see that, and he's still doing it. But so this is what I think. I've noticed with him and myself, this is the advice I would have wanted when I was confused, was that you can't always fix the problem from the paradigm it was created. Okay, that might have been like a big mouthful. You can't fix the problem from the paradigm it was created. So for me, doing engineering, my hair still looks bad. I should have put stuff in it. Anyway, if you put I was going to say put gel in your hair. That's not the topic. If I was to tell myself a couple of years ago, just work harder, work harder, work harder, I would have had my head buried more and more in the sand, and doing not what I enjoy doing. So it's not the best advice. Like, if to fix procrastination motivation, just be disciplined, just try harder. It's not the advice I really wanted. The advice I really wanted would have been something like, maybe this isn't what you enjoy doing. And that's what I see now. If we can fix the problem at a symptom level, or we can fix it at a cause, at a system level. So symptom or system. Owen Cook from Real Social Dynamics, you can look him up, Owen Cook, he talks about this. A lot of people, and there's a lot of stuff going on. It's 2020, in Australia we had bushfires and then the virus, and then now the racism riots are going off. And a lot of the fixes, I don't want to get too much into detail, but a lot of the ways people are going about these issues is to fix the solution on a symptom level. So for example, with the coronavirus, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that. Apparently YouTube's going to pick up the words, and anyway, like, oh, just put a mask on and you'll be protected from the virus. But meanwhile, people are eating Big Macs and going to Hungry Jack's or these fast food places and just stuffing themselves with this poison. And now we're just, oh, we'll put a mask on and they'll protect us from the evil virus. Although it may help or not, I don't know. I'm not into, I don't know too much about it all, but my point is, like, we fix it on a symptom level. People aren't necessarily eating healthy foods all the time, eating fruits, vegetables, eating clean, heaps of water, going to the gym all the time. The average is people just generally going, just binging Netflix and just on Facebook and Instagram and that sort of thing, and do that for hours, and that's generally the standard. So that's to the mask for the virus. It's at a symptom level. It's not at the cause. So how this relates to maybe your procrastination or motivation issues is the fact that maybe it's not that you lack motivation or that you procrastinate. Maybe it's more so the fact that you don't enjoy what you're doing. And so you have, say a tree, it has roots, and say the roots are in the ground, but the ground has poison in it. The tree is not going to grow to its full potential. It's likely going to die young because the soil has poison in it. So if you're in a career that you don't enjoy doing, like I was in studying engineering, it was, in a sense, the foundation I had was poison. I didn't enjoy it, so I wasn't getting good scores, I wasn't motivated, and I wasn't always doing my work, and I would usually do it last minute. And it's because I was poisoned by the foundation that I had. I didn't enjoy what I was doing. I wasn't following my joy. I was more so head in the sand and not, I was asleep in this derp state, just like doing what everyone else is doing. Oh crap, I just finished high school, now it's fine to pick a uni degree, pick one out of the hat, alright, now I'm an engineer, yeah, hey. And you know what else I did? I would block out the future. This is a blind spot for many, and I didn't realize I was doing it at the time because it's an unconscious thing. But what I would do is not think about the future. It would scare me to think that I have to be an engineer in the future and be in an office and not enjoy it. That scared me. So I wouldn't think about it. And I remember we had placements. I think third year was supposed to have placements. And I didn't want to look into placements. I didn't want to look into what I enjoyed and which direction I was taking. I didn't want to do any of that. And I didn't even know what I was going to do after my degree. I wasn't even getting that good scores, and it was scary thinking about what's for me in the future. I just wouldn't think about the future. Wouldn't think about the future at all. But now it's different. I'm more in line with what I'm doing. I have clear ideas of what I want to do. I want to do seminars, I want to do talks, I'm doing YouTube, I want to do YouTube every single day, I'm trying to upload every single day. And that's because I'm driven and I like this, I enjoy this, I'm passionate about it, I enjoy psychology, I enjoy going out, I enjoy dating, I enjoy all these things that I'm into now. It's a much more creative, I'm tapping into my creative potential, you could say. I'm much more in line, but I had to do a lot of work to get here. It's not like, I don't like the idea that we all have something unique that we should be doing, and we have to find it. Because me a couple of years ago, I was like, oh, what is it? What do I have to do? What I have to pick one. Like when I started getting to personal development and going out a lot, like the first thing I worked on was at the second year of my uni in engineering. I started researching social dynamics and going out. Like my problem was as well, I was horrible at dating. I was horrible socially. I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of insecurities. And in order to fix that, I was binging videos online by, again, I mentioned before, RSC Tyler, Owen Cook. I'm probably going to mention him in like every single video because he is really the catalyst for the change that I brought into my life. Yeah, I was binging all these videos and I started going out all the time. I just started approaching women all the time and getting numbers and practicing my social skills. But it woke me up. I was doing something that challenged me, but it was something that I enjoyed. Because I wanted to see myself in the future with an amazing wife, maybe kids, and responsibility. I wanted responsibility. I wanted to take on something. I wanted control. And through getting better socially, there was coaches, and I was always learning from these coaches, and it sparked. I was like, damn, it would be sick to be a coach. And down the line, of course, you know, I got kicked out of psychology, and I'm like, all right, I'll give this a shot. But I didn't get here from thinking, just pick one, and then I'd do it. I didn't know I was going to be a dating coach. I just kind of went with the flow. I wanted to get better at my dating life. I was horrible socially. I improved socially. And now I have a service that I can provide. I have something of value and now I can market it. But now I enjoy it. So how this relates to procrastination and motivation issues is I enjoy this. I have something I can offer that I'm really passionate about, that I've read a lot of books on, and I've went out a lot on, and I've really gone introspective mode and try to understand how I think, feel, act, behave, all these things. And I love, analyzing other people. And from that, I'm very passionate about it. So of course I want to share this. I want other people to experience the joy that I have and improve socially and get over insecurity and have more abundance socially and etc. etc. And it's like, well, I can just monetize this and help others do it too. And then I think there's a big fear around business. Oh, but 99% of businesses fail, or whatever that metric is. But in reality, no, I think there's abundance everywhere. I got mentors, business mentors, and it's a lot easier than I thought it was to run a business. And no, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy either, but it's a lot easier than I thought. I thought I had to have a massive YouTube channel first, but not really. I've got my first couple clients, and I had never started YouTube. But that's just from understanding how business works and having mentors that literally tell me what to do. Like the course, it's like got everything I need, and it's like, bro, just have a Facebook profile and you can have clients. It's not that hard. And I'm like, what? So I got my first couple clients just making a few posts on my Facebook profile and knowing how to reach out to people and generate leads. And now I'm like, damn, all right, now I've got a business and now I'm independent of the 9-to-5 hamster wheel, and I'm passionate about what I do. But you might go, oh wow, you're so lucky. That's awesome. I wish I could have that too. But you can. But the thing I would have you take away here is that maybe the reason you're procrastinating, you're not motivated, and you're not driven is because if we go from a symptom, that's the symptom. Don't try and fix the symptom at the symptom level. The reason you're not motivated, driven, and etc. is because at a systems level, deep down, you don't like what you're doing, or you don't like whatever it is. So maybe change that up, do something else, and the external and internal will change in relation to whatever it is that you don't enjoy doing. If you change things up, do something else, maybe you'll enjoy it. But then again, you don't want to be doing this and then that and then this and then that. Maybe pick one and focus on it and see how it goes. But remember, you can't. I think if people think they have control over their mind and they have control of their emotions. You don't. Trust me, you don't. If you don't enjoy something, you think. So again, my friend studying engineering, he's like, oh, maybe when I become an engineer, I'm actually getting paid and I'm actually in an industry, I'll start enjoying it. But now, while I'm in uni, because I'm not getting paid or anything, I'm not enjoying it. I think it's BS. I think when he gets into his actual job and he's getting paid, he's still not going to enjoy it. It doesn't matter because the same patterns still persist. It's still the same thing. money or not, it doesn't matter. The money shouldn't motivate you. Well, not that it shouldn't motivate you, but money, it's not a real motivator. It's if you enjoy what you're doing, that's the motivator. If you don't, you don't. You shouldn't be pulled around by money. I think finding joy and passion as well. Money, get money, live, survive. But I think there's more than that. But I would ask you, maybe, have a look at what you're doing. Wake up a bit. Try something new. Maybe it's not. The issue isn't procrastinating. Maybe it's the system. Maybe it's what you're doing. Maybe change that, and then the symptom will go away. Ooh. Good luck.